Okay, we're in the dark. And when you're in the dark, that's not always necessarily a good thing. We got to come into the light. We'll say hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Let's see. There's Claire. Claire's here. Hi, Dawn. Good evening. Hello, party people of YouTube. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. It is Brad.
And I'm Krista.
And Claire's over there. And we are the Big Family Homestead. And I hope you guys are ready for another exciting and soon-to-be classic edition of the Homestead Network presents Sunday Night Live. Yay! No, you got to cheer some more. I got to go give it another cheer. Here, whoosh. Yes. It's just much more impressive when you've got flames and explosions. Yeah. So let's say hi to everybody, Mama.
Shelly and Gary, Cheryl, Claire, Sandy, Tracy, Sinclair Pages, Donna Terry, Homesteading the Pioneer Way, Don Tripolino, yes. Tripolino, Flatland Homesteader, Jacqueline, Danny B.
What's up, Danny B?
Ashley, Brenda, Faith Abounds at Melody Acres, Jackie B. Brian B.
Well,
all sorts.
Welcome to everyone.
Guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a list. And when you have a list this impressive, there's got to be stuff.
You're going to get a paper cut.
There's got to be stuff and things on that list.
Right. Hi, Molly.
So we've got a lot planned for you guys tonight. And I have to tell you, I had a couple extra hours today tinkering around with our software. So
yes,
there may be more explosions and there may be little bits more in here and there. So craziness. Forgive me. This still really is homesteadiness. Right. First order of business. Let's go over what's been going on, Ma.
Mass Faith 3 is here.
What's up, Mass Faith 3? We're going to talk about you guys later.
Deep South. Sweet.
Hey, Aldermans. Hi, Deep South. First things first, guys. A very, very cool event happened. Patera's Appalachia Homestead Roundup Jubilee Orama Vista Worldwide Extravarama.
I don't think that's what it's called.
That's the technical term.
Okay.
Well, we were watching the Aldermans and geez, oh Pete's, I don't think they could figure out any other complimentary words to fit in there.
Well, that's true.
It seems like a really fun event, and I'm glad you guys had a really great time. Mm-hmm. And what's really cool is just the networking that's happening. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk a little bit about that later, but now we are in the mode, guys. I got to tell you what. We're in the mode. We know our time is ticking. Tick, tick, ticking, ticking. Mm-hmm. We are preparing our house to move on to a new homestead.
Yep.
Talk.
Not sure where that's at.
Not sure. But we've been patching holes in the wall. And I got to tell you what, it's amazing how many holes get put in a wall when you got seven kids.
You know, there's pictures here and pictures there. And, oh, Mom, can I put this awesome drawing up on my wall? And they tape it up there. No, they'll tape it up there. And then when it's time for a new picture, they'll rip it off and rip paint off with it.
Oh, you know what?
You know what? That's okay, though. Those things can be fixed.
I did forget, though, we have a special, I guess a title, a moniker, if you will.
Yes.
Claire, who is, let's see if we can go to Claire Cam. Claire Cam.
Hi, guys.
She is she's just more than you can even imagine. And so I figured she needs to have her own little intro because she is the mighty troll slayer. So witness and bask in Claire's glory.
Not one bit.
Ah, Claire, the mighty troll slayer. Yes. Bring it on, you punks. She's got you. She's 15 and she's only heard 3 curse words, but she will take you out.
That's right.
All right, so
Well, she's only heard 3, but she says like 20.
That is not true. That you are maligning your own daughter's character.
I know.
So
know.
other stuff that's been going on, we've been patching up holes, and we've been also dismantling the garden.
Yeah, we sold all of the concrete blocks and spread out all the dirt so it's all even, and we'll get some grass seed. And well, we might not need to get grass seed
I don't
though.
think so. There's
No,
plenty in
there's
there.
plenty of grass that's gonna come up through that dirt, and it's gonna be
It'll
raging
seed.
awesome.
The roots will penetrate.
Okay.
They will.
Okay.
Other stuff. Okay. Now we have moved. How many times have we moved in the last 5 years, 4 years, whatever it was?
4.
Yeah. 4 in the last 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a point of contention. But
No,
one
not at
thing,
all.
but one thing is for sure is that we have been trimming down and trimming down, and we used to be pretty bad pack rats.
Well, yes and no. We were when we were at the church that Brad worked at, we were looked upon as
The weird
the
people.
weird family because we had 7 kids. We were the only family that we were the largest family in the church.
You know, when we had the first 3, it was all good to go, and then we figured out what was causing it. It was not having cable television. So anyway,
Anyhow, so all of the executives that went to this
and there were
church,
many of them.
many, and they would have 1 or 2 kids, and they'd buy this really
I
expensive
don't like
pair of
these.
jeans. These don't fit right.
I don't like these brand new Air Jordans.
Right. So we got all of those.
The happy dumping ground.
Yes.
You've heard of the happy hunting ground? We were the
Happy
happy dumping ground.
Yes.
And so go ahead. Sorry.
We had, before we moved here, we had enough clothing to literally start a thrift store. I'm not kidding.
And we've been whittling it down and trying to make sure, because I'll tell you what, this is one trait. Now, if you're a homesteader, if you're a self-reliant person, you're going to be able to relate with me on this, guys, is that you'll have a thing. I don't care what the thing is. Maybe it's a thing. And then
it's a
thing.
It's a thing.
And you'll be looking at it and you'll be like, oh, I don't want to get rid of that thing because I could probably use that thing in the future for something.
Right. I might need that for something.
That thing. And so you never want to get rid of that thing because you're like, oh, well, I could probably use that thing for this, and this, and this, and this.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, after you've moved it 5 times.
You never know where it's at.
No, after you've moved it 5 times, you're like, what? Did I really need that?
No.
So.
No. But there are a few things that I will not get rid of. You know, we have our baby's crib.
Oh yeah.
From all of the kids.
Yeah.
All 7 of our children slept in this crib. And
not at the same time.
No, not at the same time.
I just.
Although Caleb.
You know our crowd.
Caleb,
I mean, there's people.
Right.
I mean, you've seen Tim Beverly's comments.
Although I had the crib all ready for Ruth. Everything was clean. I mean, she was due in, days from having her. Everything was neat and set up right. He decided when he was taking his nap, he was going to take off all of his clothes and go sleep in this clean crib.
Not so clean no more.
No, so I had to strip it all down and start again. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was funny.
And also, too, we very, very have a huge blessing and a special thank you to Donna Terry.
Yeah.
Because she's actually going to be hosting. Yeah. She's a goat host.
She's our goat host. Yes, she's
the hostess with the mostress goatristesses.
She is going to be taking care of our goats for the next few months so that we can get the place ready to get out of here and find our new place. And yeah.
Yeah, and for those of you guys who got to see our video last Sunday on the spider Steve, well, if you have not, then you need to go back and watch because Steve, well, he made it. Steve has been happily hanging out around the garage and finding bugs and gnats. And he has been feasting upon gnats.
Gnats, Mr. Gnat,
Mr. Gary Gnu. No, Gnu's is good Gnu's show.
Right.
Oh, we almost forgot to introduce another very, very important member of the old the cast this evening, and that is Thumper Cam. Thumper Cam 5000.
It almost looks like in slow motion.
Thumper. Oh, he will
Thumper is
bring
awesome.
the thunder. He will bring the thunder.
He's awesome.
And I can't.
That rabbit is so old.
I got to go back to Claire though, because this is just too good to just do once. Boom. Bring the thunder, Claire.
Thunder from down under.
Woohoo! All right.
Too
So,
funny.
other stuff going on, guys. We've got a lot to hit tonight. But it's looking like 10 after already. So I'll tell you what.
Holy smokes.
I think we need to move to our channel shout out section of the evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is that time of the show where you are not only permitted to shamelessly plug any channel that you want, including your own, and you're actually encouraged to. So shout out the channels you've been watching. Make sure that you hit, if it's your own, at least say it 5 times. Mama's going to try and read as many of them as we can.
Try.
And on your mark, get set. We're going to Thunder T-Bone Cam. On your mark, get set, go.
Art and Bree. I'm assuming that's Art and Bree. Grass-fed Homestead. Lone Star. Homestead Tessie. Dolphin Man. Going Batty. Living Like Claire. Homestead Tessie. Daddy Curbs. Bandana Grandma. Off-Grid Nation. Swamp Creek Cabin. Farmer Meemaw. Living Like Claire. Living on a Dime. Fascinated with Jesus. Living Like Claire. Living on a Dime. Parsnips and Parsimony. Oh, shoot.
Whoa! Somebody just typed all crazy.
Homestead. Gridlessness. Sutton Days. Homestead. Wholesome Roots. Ugh. More to Life. Art and I think it's Art and Bree.
Art and Bree, probably? Yeah.
Homestead
Go, Mama, go,
Prepper,
Mama, go.
Deep South Homestead, Simple Grown, Farmer Meemaw. I don't know that one. Cog Hill Farm. He's just trying to mess me up.
Living
Red
Like
October,
Claire the Brat.
Jane All Zero, Vizza Jizza, Living on a Dime, Daybird, Sutton Hayes, Willow Creek, Sheps for Her, More to Life, Fascinated with Jesus, Alderman Farms, Fouch-O-Matic, Living on a Dime.
Okay, Mama,
Queen's
take
Cabinet.
a breath. Hold on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know that it is our custom, it is our way to bring to you our channel shout out.
Yep.
And we have a new channel shout out that I'm guessing a lot of you have not heard of. And I want to, I want you to do me a favor. Me, Tim Beverly. I want you to do me a favor and go ahead and open up a new tab in your browser, because I want you to go into YouTube and you're going to type in this channel. And I would request, por favor, that you would go ahead and sub to this channel, because guess what? We got a new channel on the Homestead Network.
That's right.
And you're going to love these chicks. And when I say chicks, it's not me being all,
Nope.
That's it. That's what they call themselves. Right. So please type into your browser Mass Faith 3, and that's MASFAITH 3. And this is their channel, and I want to point something out. They actually have 2 channels, and they do their streaming, and it comes through. They were trying to explain it to me a little bit, but they have this is more of their Christian kind of side to their channels, but they also do a very politically driven, awesome channel called Resistance Chicks.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Resistance Chicks. So please go ahead and sub to them, guys, because I'll tell you what, Off-Grid Nation and Mama, Homestead Mama,
yep.
These ladies are right up that alley. Yeah. And so when you subscribe to this, it automatically gives you notifications when they do something with the Resistance Chicks. So please go ahead and subscribe. They are going to be on the Homestead Network ASAP. And you're going to want to get in there. And actually, I'll tell you the truth. My favorite video, it's really interesting because for whatever reason, the Resistance Chicks channel has gotten a lot of attention from Great Britain. There's a lot of political stuff on there. And I guess there have been some people that have reached out to them. And there's been a give and take in terms of sharing information. And there's a video on there by a British dude who is basically describing what they went through politically not too terribly long ago. And I believe his name is Horatio, if I'm correct.
I believe so, yeah.
And they just kind of comment on it as they're going along. And it's amazing. You need to check out Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks.
Yep.
And so check them out, because we're going to where they're coming on soon. You know, with that said, I think we need to have a flame. We definitely need to have a flame. Just seems right. Now, just so you guys know too, thebarngeek.com, we've been working together with them, and there's a link down below, I believe, for their website. Go and check them out. These guys are amazing. They are salt of the earth, and well, they support us. So
right, and there is there's a the
plans. Yep.
The plans are
The
there.
plans, master.
There's a link down below for the plans. You can get a set of plans.
$7.
$7, and they are fantastic looking barns.
I want to live in one of those barns,
yeah, me
guys.
too. I really do.
All right, now shifting gears, guys. I wanna. Well, I got to introduce you to somebody here, okay? And I hope that you'll bear with, guys. This right here, not that. That's a logo. But here's Spud. And Spud has had a week very, very similar to our week, I have to say.
Yeah.
Spud, sometimes, and we're gonna visit Spud throughout the show, but sometimes Spud, does really well, and good things happen, and you find, good things in your life, but then sometimes you can't tell when friends or perceived friends, might be after you, and you just get real defensive because people are attacking you, and things happen. And I mean, sometimes things just come flying right out of nowhere, guys. I gotta say, and that one was really rough. And poor Spud has had a week like we've had, and sometimes things just get a little bit nutty. But we're gonna come back to Spud here in just a little bit. But I wanted to point Spud out because, well, there's a very important piece. And if you guys know that Tommy over at the Off Grid Nation, he has a code word for his channel in which you can register to win free stuff. And the code word this week is Spud. So when our show's done and you go on over to Tommy's channel, the code word is Spud. And we're going to come back to him. But now, one more thing before we actually get into our main topic of the night. Tell me about the soap.
The soap is for sale.
And shipped.
Oh yeah, no. We had.
No, we're selling stuff we don't own.
No, we had some back orders because we had a bunch of folks order some soap that was curing. Well, guess what? On Tuesday, those soap orders went out. So hopefully everybody got your soap. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. But we do have more soap to sell.
So there's a link down below if you're interested in, being clean.
Tim, you didn't order soap.
If you're wanting to be clean,
yes,
there's soap.
Yes.
So, all right, Claire, what's the good word, sister?
So beautiful.
Spud. All right, cool. So, first main topic of the night, guys. All right, tater salad. That's true. Now,
never mind.
What? Okay. Here's the thing, guys. We have our main topic of the night, our big thing, because it's been on our hearts. It's been in our wheelhouse, so to speak, if you want to be all corporate, is zoning. Obviously, we thought we had a situation here that we did not legally. And actually, I will say this, guys, for the Mass Faith 3 channel, Resistance Chicks, they have fought this fight and won.
Yeah.
In terms of going right up against the men and going, no, I'm having my pigs, and you're going to back off, mister, or I'm going to flip out.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they did that part.
Yeah.
But they actually fought the fight and won. But regardless, we feel that God was trying to get us to get off our duffs and get to a bigger piece of property anyway.
Yeah.
So, but that has been very, very forefront in our mind is, okay, we generally don't get too political on our channel just because it always seems like no matter what you pick, you alienate 50% of your crowd. However, I think there's a few things that we can all agree on, and that's how much control is good and how much control is bad, because the government does provide controls that are good. For example, you may not want to eat rotten meat
Right.
that you bought from the store.
Yeah.
And while I can hear some of you typing feverishly going, this should be out of everything, I hear you. However, there are some things I think that the government does get right. I think that there's some things that they get horrendously wrong. And I think it's probably, but how much control is good? And so we're going to open up this can of worms with you guys tonight. And it's something we generally don't do. But, you know, when you're talking about zoning, you're looking at stuff like public health, right? Safety.
Yep.
You obviously wouldn't want to, say, have a bull ranch right next to, I don't know, a preschool.
Right. You have to use a little bit of common sense here and not haul in, 50 hogs on a half an acre property when it's a very uppity neighborhood. That wouldn't be very kind to your neighbors.
Well, and it also would present interesting health issues if you
Yes.
did not do things appropriately.
Right.
And so the things that bother me is, now that we're kind of stepping back from our situation and we're watching what has happened, a couple things, and I'll say this will probably be the uppitiest I get, is that it's very frustrating to when you figure out and you wake up and you understand that you really never own your property. When you go, okay, wait a minute, I've paid my mortgage for 30 years, I've paid everybody, and now I have control of this chunk of ground. Well, what happens 5 years later if you don't pay your taxes on that? Wait a minute. I
Your
thought
house is gone.
they take it, right?
Yes, they take it.
They take it.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we're talking about zoning and we're talking about regulation, I definitely err to the side of, okay, you better tell me why this is absolutely necessary. And I think that there's a big swing, guys, for a lot of people that are starting to push back, and people that are actually getting involved. And I know that you're going to hear a lot of this on Tommy's channel, Off Grid Nation. You'll hear a lot of this on Resistance Chicks. I know you hear a lot of this with, say, Homestead Mama. And I think a lot of people are starting to wake up to the fact that we don't have as many freedoms as I really kind of remembered growing up.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
And so what would be a good level of control in your mind? Because I'm kind of coming to the point where it's like, okay, if I have 5 acres, why can't I set up a shooting range on my property? Or one acre for that matter. What's if I'm being safe, why does anybody need to be in my business? Where are those lines drawn in your mind? Let's say this, okay? I would have to say that I think that there's really great reasons for you to have healthy septic systems, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, why in the world would anybody say you can't collect rainwater? I mean, wait a minute, hold on. Whose water was it in the first place? And why are you trying to tell me I can't gather what fell on my house?
My blood is boiling.
Ding, 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 ding,
Just
ding,
the
ding,
fact
ding.
that they can say you can't collect rainwater is
Asinine.
It's yes, it completely. The fact that they tell me and tell us that on 1 acre I can't even have chickens. On 1 acre, we cannot have chickens. That's just
Mass Faith says, interesting tidbit. In any township in Ohio, it's legal to shoot a gun anywhere.
that's an interesting.
Well, I'll tell you what, I appreciate that fact.
Mm-hmm.
However, everybody out here shoots,
Mm-hmm.
and unless somebody calls the police, they never come around. They never come around until just the other
A
day.
few weeks ago, there was 2 police officers that pulled into our neighbor's driveway, and
They're like, have you heard there's gunfire? And I'm like, yeah,
yeah,
it's all the time. He's like, what direction? I'm like, that way. It's probably our neighbors.
Yeah,
I was
and
like, it's a shotgun.
yeah,
And I said, I kind of tried to engage the guys because there was like about a mile away from us, there's a fella who has a license to legally build these things, and it's the coolest thing ever. And they're 50 caliber Ma Deuce machine guns from the little ones. And he tests them every so often. I was like, that's really cool. But you know, at what point do we say this far and no farther?
right.
You know what? If I want to grow vegetables in my front yard, it's none of your dang business.
That's right.
And how many HOAs? Oh, HOAs.
I hate those. Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
hated them when we didn't have a garden or didn't do anything. You know, it's these uppity people that don't have anything better to do than get into your business.
I think
Is
this
your
mouse of
mouse?
mine just died.
I think the batteries just went.
That's gonna be a problem for the show.
Yep.
Do you have any more batteries? These are double
Where's
A's.
your double A's? You had some stashed. There they are, right
No,
there.
there they are, Claire. It's funny, we're having a moment here. As we start talking about the bad juju, my mouse dies. It's the government. They can hear it. They're coming through the frequency wave zones. Here, I can't go to anything. Mama, focus. Focus.
I was.
Come on. We're going fast. Our mouse is dead.
Oh, hush.
This one's dead. We got a man down.
Oh, can I have
Cover me. Yeah, you're going to need that, aren't you?
Yeah.
And looky there. It still ain't working. Those batteries are dead.
Did it get turned off?
Let's try that. All right. There we go. We have a mouse. I have a mouse. Ain't that something?
Crisis avoided.
You know what? We're coming back to the HOAs, but before we do, I want to continue on with our spud of love. And I got to tell you what, it has been one of those weeks, hasn't it, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh my gosh.
It has.
Yep.
Mm.
Wait. It for us it's been one of those months.
But I got to say that, you know, sometimes when you reach out in community and you're like, hey, you know, I really would like to try and find other people who are like-minded and you know, reach out and see if we can grow our community. And then sometimes it doesn't really work out really well. Oh no. So we'll come back to our spud. HOAs.
I think Isabel said that they can't. Their HOA. No, sorry. Jasmine said their HOA doesn't even allow fruit trees.
Why?
Are you
Flipping
kidding me?
Woo-hoo-hoo. Hot under the collar much.
Ah,
Collar because you heard
get
me.
out of
What?
everybody's business. If it's not a health safety
Yes.
issue, mind your own business.
And I would have to say that Resistance Chicks probably have a video on this, and I haven't seen all of theirs, but every one of their videos I have seen, I've liked.
Yeah.
But don't you just gotta love it when like government municipalities will make a deal with, say, Nestle, and then they'll go to the big aquifer in town and they'll buy like a quarter of an acre and they'll pump out all the water for the town. They'll pump it all out and then they'll bottle it up and sell it back to them or send it overseas. Why is that?
Yeah, no.
I'm not really smart, but that doesn't sound like that should be.
No.
Oh, my Lanta.
Is there fire coming out of my head yet?
Fire. Good excuse. Alrighty then. Brought to you by Barn Geek. That's funny.
Nice commercial. I love that.
Well, and anytime we get a little bit too stressed, I think it's always important to go to Claire Cam. Yes. And let's not forget, the secret word of the day is spud. More chances to win over at the Off-Grid Nation. text the word keyword SPUD to TOMMI with a little heart over the I. I just need to calm down.
Yeah.
I need to bring me down, baby.
Right.
Bring me down. So why are your animals all an issue all of a sudden? Well, we've talked about that a lot. So if you want to know what, there's probably about 8 videos recently.
Probably.
All right. So, but in my mind, guys, if it ain't gonna hurt somebody, if it ain't gonna cause a problem for somebody else's property,
Exactly.
I think they need to back off. Tommy says at the Off Grid Nation, why do you have to get the worst screenshot possible? And this is the truth, Tommy. I honestly spent a half hour trying to find that shot.
Yeah, he did.
I'm committed, bro.
Scout's honor.
I am committed to making sure we get quality just like this because I love you. I love you. It's good to be family. It's good to be family. You know what? Let's pause. We're going to come back to this HOA madness. We're going to come back. But before we do, guys, oh yeah, bring it. Here it comes. You ready? Are you mark, set, go? Here goes. Oh, true. What we have coming up very, very soon. We have a get-together that we are planning, a come-together, if you will, at Waynesville, Ohio. That's Caesars Creek State Park, June 3rd, 10 to 4 p.m. And what's going to happen, guys, is this. There's no money involved. We just want you to come and hang out. I know that there's several channels that are going to be there. I'm thinking J0 is going to be there. Wayne from Off Grid. Oh, no, I'm getting on my off grids. Wayne's Country.
Wayne's Country Living.
Going Batty. I know the Empty Hammock is showing up. There's a lot of channels that are going to be.
Prepper.
There's a lot of channels that are going to be there. And we're going to come. It's going to be like a potluck. Bring food that for you and food to share. If you have any dietary constraints, we're going to figure that out so that if you keep kosher, you'll have grills that are separate for you. But there's no money involved. We just want to basically come together and make sure that we're networking, that I can meet you and it's kind of a toe in the water, because the reality is this, guys. There are a lot of people who are great people in the homesteading community that you may not just get along with. I mean, I'm kind of like, I don't know, like Clorox in an open wound to some people. But other people, they're like, Brad's cool. Subtle as a freight train right here.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But this is a great way where you can just kind of in an afternoon, kind of meet a bunch of people, learn a bunch of their skills, and see, you know, hey, you do this and I do that. Why don't we see if we can kind of work together? Or you may just go, dang glad I didn't invite them to my house. Because that could happen. And let's not forget, the secret word is SPUD. Okay, so once again, guys, here we go. The get-together is June 3rd, 10 to 4 p.m. It's at the main pavilion, like the Welcome Center pavilion.
Yeah, the Welcome Center.
And Claire, have you been putting up the get-together thingamabobber?
Yes, oh, no.
Oh, Claire. She's been busy slaying troll. So going back to the HOA, I think we could come up with a better acronym, don't you guys think? Not Homeowners Association. There's got to be something.
Well, it's got to be family friendly.
More appropriate
it's
in there.
Family friendly.
As Brad pensively strokes his beard.
Well, I think it should be a double dog dare that Tommy should come up and shave your head.
You don't mean this Tommy,
yes,
do you?
That Tommy. I think that.
Well, here's the deal, guys. By the way, if the deal is this. If we can get my channel subscribership up to 50,000 by the end of the month, I have done what should not be done in civilized company. I've agreed to do it. They're going to shave my head while I'm eating kale, listening to Kenny G music.
Yep.
And this will all be streamed on the internet live. So if you want to see this happen, you're going to have to spread the word and tell people to sub and stuff.
That's right. That's right. But Tommy, it's a double dog dare.
It's double dog dare. Living on a Dime says we should have a contest to see who can get 50,000 first, us or you. Well, that's not fair. You guys have all the handsome people. It's just Mama who's looking great here. I'm like the wart on the neck with the hair coming out of it. So
whatever.
So all right, guys, and you know what? Lone Star. Yeah, it's funny because my flame thing that I made for Claire earlier, I accidentally made it go live on our devotion channel, and people were like, "What's this?" And he was the one that caught it first. So
that's too funny.
So homeowners associations, guys, I would say that Mass Faith 3, aka the Resistance chicks, they would have a lot to say about it, and I think they would have a lot to say that they're probably not legally based, but I would imagine that. Oh yeah, Bunny Cam. Sorry, forgot about that. Let's go to Action 5 News. Going back to Thumper Cam. How's it going, Thumper? Give him a little pet, Mama. See if. How you doing, Thumper?
See if she bites me.
Oh, that could make for more action. Claire Cam. Alrighty. So there it is, guys. My opinion is if it ain't gonna hurt you and it ain't gonna hurt somebody else, they need to back off.
Yep.
And while I am not an advocate for causing a ruckus in terms of something that's gonna cause pain, I would say that we have been given a voice and we can push back, and we should push back when we see things that are unjust that is going on right under your nose. I mean, for example, what do they care if you got 5 chickens in your backyard and you got a 1/4 acre?
Right.
What does it matter?
Yeah. It doesn't hurt anybody. Chickens are not that loud. Now, a rooster can be loud, but if you don't have a rooster because you don't want fertilized eggs, yeah.
Pause. That's the greatest. Isaac.
Perfect.
Isaac is winning. HOA equals Hypocrites of America. Yahtzee for the win.
Yeah.
Continue, Mama.
Sorry.
Chickens.
I mean, chickens are not that loud. They're okay. Our neighbors have dogs that are louder than our chickens, and they're up until midnight.
And while we are not going to call any authorities because we think they should have the right to have them.
Exactly.
You know, but I think that it's just if you're not going to hurt somebody, and then get off my back.
Exactly.
So, okay, that's the topic, guys. Now, I would encourage you to go over to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks and make sure that you're continuing this dialogue over there, guys.
Hold on one second. Mass Faith 3 just said, let's remember that in World War II, they said that every family should have chickens for the war effort.
Should.
They had victory gardens. They had chickens. They wanted people to
be
do these
self-reliant.
Exactly.
Yep. And so as we transition here into our next chunk of the evening, guys, Q&A, bring it on. I want to make sure that everybody who wants to say something has a voice. Make sure that you go ahead and put that out there. Recipe swap, Mama.
The recipe swap is done.
Over.
Done.
Don't mail more.
No, don't mail anymore. They are ready to go in the mail, and they will be in the mail tomorrow.
Yes. So that's going to start coming back to you guys who did participate in the recipe swap. And I think about now we should make sure that we take a little bit of time and go visit our good buddy Spud. Okay. Now Spud. Oh, wait! Are you my friend? You're not my friend. Oh,
here's your angry eyes.
Angry eyes. Thumper's eating them. And you know what? I mean, some days it's just better to call a spade and go on over to Homestead Mama's channel.
Yep.
Because doggone it, it's been one of those weeks.
Yep.
But let's not forget.
Just one of those days.
The secret word is Spud. And the more times you say Spud on Tommy's channel, the less irritated he gets. So,
call a spud a spud?
Call a spud a spud.
Nice, Phoebe.
All right, Claire, it's your time. Go. Moments with Claire. Moments with Claire.
Okay.
The thing that you prepared when you mark your set go.
I didn't prepare anything. Okay, so today has been a good day. We've done a lot of packing and we have a lot of Thrive food. So if you like Thrive food, I'm gonna put a link in the description box because it's great and their blueberries are great. So yeah, leave it alone.
Nice.
Nice. Did you hear that?
Wow.
She totally was like plugging the Thrive food.
I love it.
It's called Thrive Life, kiddo.
Thrive Life. But, oh, wait, guys, wait for it because here it comes.
Thrive Life Giveaway!
It's time for a giveaway. That's right.
Aw.
For those of you guys know, we, for years, have been trying to find the best long-term storable food that you can get. We've tried everybody, and we've decided that Thrive Life Foods are the choice for us. And they are so much the choice for us that we actually decided to become consultants.
Yes.
And so we have a giveaway tonight, guys. We have a giveaway. And who would like to win some Thrive Life product? Do you? Would you? Will you?
Will you? Want it?
In a box with a fox?
Yes. Thrive Life does have spuds.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So, who wants to win some Thrive Life? We're going crazy. All right, here's the thing, guys. Amy wants to win. Nice, nice,
So
nice.
sorry.
What's next? Okay, here's the question, and it's a two-part question. Whoever can get both parts right,
Wins.
we will send you. There's great stuff over there. I think we're gonna. That was your job to have them over here.
What do you need?
It's okay.
Food.
There's like chicken Alfredo, and there's like beef tips, and there's really awesomeness
Are we gonna do any of the? Oh, hi.
right here. Looks like we got. Oh yeah, chili beans. No. There's creamy beef and noodles. And so here's the question, guys. You have to remember it's two parts. You got to get both parts right. Okay. Now I'm going to give you part 1 and part 2.
I don't know why the chat disconnected.
No, they just.
What?
Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. They messed something.
No.
Somebody's messing with something.
No, it's
it's
over here.
it's
it says
YouTube.
the chat is disconnected.
No, they said that, but then something else came up, and it was weird.
Okay. Well, we're going to try to see what's happening with the YouTube machine here because nobody can win if we can't see your answers.
Right.
And it says the chat has been discontinued. Right. Disconnected. We will wait. Well, you know what? There's one thing that always makes me a little bit happier when we're waiting around is just to,
Unable to chat. Please try again later.
I don't know what's going on, kids. It says unable to chat. Please try again later. That is a bummer because I wanted to give away some free food. So should I try to refresh, do you think? What would happen if I hit refresh?
Okay, here. There's chat here.
Okay, guys, we're going to keep going. Mama, you're going to have to...
I see it on my phone.
Because on our computer here, it's showing that it says chat disconnected, unable to chat.
Okay.
But Mama's seeing the answers.
I'm seeing it here. Go
So
ahead.
here is the two-part question, okay? First of all, and this is me. You're answering this for me. What is the best Star Wars movie, and who is my favorite character currently? So you got to get both parts right. Do you know what the answers are?
No.
Yes, you should have. We talked about it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Remember?
I forgot.
You better be on it because
Yeah,
they come fast.
I know. Well, I can always
Favorite
scroll
Star
back.
Wars movie, you got to get both of them right.
Okay.
So it's two responses in the same.
Repeat the question.
What is my favorite Star Wars movie, and who is my favorite character?
Okay.
So are we getting answers coming in?
Nobody's answering it.
Nobody's answering yet. As of yet. As the stomach turns.
You are so beautiful.
Uh-oh. Anybody? Don't.
Just relax.
Anybody typing in answers?
No, nothing yet.
Okay, so I think our chat must be
David
messed
Jeffers
up.
just said. Oh wait. There it goes. Okay.
Anybody?
Hold on.
Anybody got the first one right?
No.
Nobody got the first one right?
No.
That one.
No.
Jeez.
I can read.
Dang.
Star Wars, was that a movie?
That's funny. Come on, guys.
Nope.
Nobody's even got the first one?
Nobody's
There's
got
no
either
way.
of them.
There's no way they're going to get the second one then.
Mm-mm.
Dang gone. Come on, Resistance chicks. You guys got to be able to pick something out of the air here. Nobody? Nobody? Bueller. All right. I will say nobody's even got the first one. The first one's Rogue One.
Okay, she got the first one.
Who did? Premium Mama Twins?
No.
The coffee.
Parasaurus loves coffee.
Okay, so the first part is Rogue One. Now the second part.
Nobody's got it.
Who do we got it? Nobody got it?
Mm-mm.
Well, how are we going to do this? Because I want to give away another one. Okay, nobody's getting it?
Refresh your page.
Refresh my page. Here we go. My page
The
refreshed.
Klingons. Sorry, wrong series.
Hey, there it goes. There it
it
goes. Okay, pickled ham is not a fan. All right, guys, here's the deal. Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars movie as of late, and since nobody got it, his name is Chirrut Imwe, and he's that Oriental dude who is blind and kicks major butt. Heather from Going
Heather
Betty,
got it.
but yeah, she didn't get them both.
No.
So
But
okay,
That's not fair. We've talked about it.
all right, so we got to move on to another question. Okay, I got one. I don't know what's going on.
Well, if you were here the whole time, then you'd know.
Yeah. Okay, second question. This is it. If you can name all of the 3 secret words to Tommy's last 3 shows, whoever gets it first will win some grubbage. On your mark, get set, go. The 3 secret words from the last 3 shows. Asian. Okay. Working. Crash Spud. Spud, crash, meatball. No. There's one more. There's one more, Lone Star.
Yep, there's 4.
Nope, they got it. John Jones. Geronimo, Crash, and Spud.
You
That was the
only got
last 3.
one. No, it wasn't. There's another one in there.
Well, I asked for 3.
Well,
Spud doesn't count for
Spud
today.
doesn't count.
Meatball, Spud. I think we're missing around it.
Yeah, it's some people are getting some of it, and some people are. Anita, refresh your page.
I didn't write it down. The bridge is out. Geronimo, Crash, and Meatball. Lone Star got it. Lone
Yes.
Star, you are the winner of some delightful creamy beef and noodles from 5 Life Foods. And if you're interested in finding out more, there is a link down below,
Nice.
guys. And by the way, Broseph, make sure you private message me your address so we can mail it to you.
Otherwise, you won't get it.
Or yeah, I'll mail it to some random person.
Right.
So anyway, moving on, guys, because we have only mere moments together. And I think that it's really, really important that we point out. No, I'm not going to do it again. Here's the thing. Don't forget, the secret word is Spud. Now, as we wind out, guys, you know the game that we play where you're supposed to decide, come up with new and interesting uses for something that's not its intended use. I think it's the what in the heck could this possibly be used for that's not its original intended use game.
What in the heck can I possibly
What in the heck?
do with this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't say, if I said, hey, what can you use this pencil for? You can't say write things down, dummy. That doesn't work. You could say I could throw it at a dartboard. All right. So the first item of the game is this. Blue painter's tape.
Yep.
Because we're having a lot of that around our house these days. Blue painter's tape. What is the other crazy, unusual, cool idea that you could use this painter's tape for that's not its original intended intentness?
Come here.
Nuh-uh. Unless you want some right back. You know I don't play that. Handcuffs. They don't really work very well there,
No,
Prisoner
they
Mrs.
don't.
Jezza. Clean your ears out. You meant take splinters out. That's actually an excellent idea, Bandana
that is a
Grandma.
good idea. Tape bread to the wall. I don't think that'll work either.
I'm a beast.
Suspenders.
I'm a beast. I cannot be contained.
That's funny.
This chat cannot contain me.
No, Keep ticks out of your pants. There you
Yeah, that's an excellent mouse cape winning.
go.
Mouse cape for the win. Homemade belt, chest hair remover. That will work.
Yowza. I think you need duct tape for that. A bathing suit.
Yeesh.
Yowza.
All right, moving on to our next item, guys. If you have another suggestion, it's great. But our next item is this: a spiral notebook. And don't forget, there's metal on a spiral notebook.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we picked it spiral instead of rectangular. I think you know what I mean. Hey, I know what I'm saying. Spiral notebook, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Spiral notebook. What's the other crazy cool thing? Contact lens, fan, rain hat, a garden plan. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
A fan. Hallelujah.
Fire starter.
Animation.
Animation.
Yes, urban homesteader.
Fan. Paper airplanes. Walt bread with. Kill bugs.
Not so funny when it's whack your fan. Origami. It's a dustpan.
Keep Claire in line.
Nice. Claire cannot be tamed.
No, hot dog spear.
There you go.
Yep. A spring.
There you go. There's actually a good one. Morgan M. Could use a metal part to hold up seedlings and
Seedlings,
plants.
yeah.
Excellent idea.
Yep.
Toilet paper would probably work. Might be a little scratchy.
Might be a little painful.
Scratchy.
Yeah. Squirrel hammock. Nice.
All right. Squirrel hammock.
Oh, Donna's got to refresh her page.
Yeah. Return of the Jedi and Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Good choices. Not the ones I picked.
Make fish hooks.
There you go.
Mhm. Table leg level.
Level alert.
Level. Yep.
All right. Before we jump to our last item, guys, don't forget about the get together. It's going to be on the get together. Everybody's invited. Come on down. If you want to know more about it, Claire's got the information there. Now, for the last little chunk, what is the unusual and unintended use for this guy, Mr. Spud? What can be done with Mr. Spud? I don't know. Kind of looks good over here. He's doing a little bit of roofing, helping out around the house.
Too funny.
What is the other crazy thing, guys? A scarecrow, a scare spud, a target. There you go.
Harass
Football.
Tommy. Yes.
There you go. Fish bait. Scare the cat.
Dashboard ornament.
Yeah. Find a mate. Hockey puck. The real question is what can't be done with a spud. I like the way you
Exactly.
think, sir.
Dog chew toy.
Yep.
Sandbox shovel. Hide snacks for the kids.
Yes. Bring it on, guys. So, alrighty. Here's the scoop, guys. You know, watching Alderman Farms and seeing Danny and Wanda and all those guys at that conference, it really, really does encourage me that what we're building is something that's bigger than our channels, than individually, that we're coming together and people are sharing these skills and sharing this knowledge. And to me, that's huge because so many people just go through their day to day and have no idea where eggs come from. They have no idea how to make butter. They would absolutely be completely fish out of water if they couldn't get to the store every day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's really a shame.
And so when everybody's getting together and sharing this information and networking, it's absolutely encouraging to me that, you know what, maybe there is a way back. So that said, guys, in all seriousness, don't forget the secret word is Spud. And we're going to be going over to Tommy's channel in just a little bit, the Off-Grid Nation. And but before we go, you guys, a lot of you know that we are believers, we're Christians, and it is why we do what we do. And we like to take the last few moments with you guys just to say a quick prayer and to thank God for you. And if that's not your thing, that's why we're mentioning it now, because I don't believe that God is like, going to force his way into our lives. And if that's not you, I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to be a jerk about it. And I don't think that's how Christ would be. And so if it's not you, please come back next week. But we're going to jump on into a real quick time of prayer, guys. So that said, you got to know in this community, um, oh, God is so good to us. God has blessed us with so much. And the privilege of sharing is not something we take lightly.
No.
And without having God in our lives, without having that sacrifice that Christ made for us, there's no reason to do it. And I don't know if you guys are out there just watching us because we're goofy or whatever. Well, I'm goofy, they're not. And going, what is the deal with these people? All I can tell you is that I've been forgiven and I've been bought with a price. And the God that's in heaven, who hung the stars in the sky and knows my name and loves me, even though the garbage that I've done, has forgiven me even for the garbage I've done. He loves me anyway. That is something I will never, ever, ever, ever be able to wrap my head all the way around. But I want you guys to know that that's exactly how he looks at you. And as we go, we're gonna jump on into prayer, and just know that we care about you guys, and we're grateful that you're here. So, Father God, we thank you so much for each and every person here, and I ask, Lord, that you would just be with each and every person, and that you just love on them and let them know that you are for them. We love you, Jesus, and we thank you. Amen.
Amen.
All right, guys, and don't forget, the secret word is Spud. Tommy, Off Grid Nation, you guys have an amazing night. Hope to see you back next week.
Good night.
Bye.